$1,000 on true recruiting weekends in June. One of those recruits was quarterback Arch Manning, who committed to the Longhorns just 4 days after his visit.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Which LA team is more likely to win the Super Bowl, Rams or Chargers?
Probably the Rams.
Get more from the guys Monday morning at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
ESPN 690 and Action Sports Shacks presents Brent and Friends with Brent Martineau.
We're going to have to show a little more patience than the year two pom-pom people.
Casey Kurtz.
Yo! But what are we doing, bro? Come on!
And Aaron Schachter.
I'm all in favor of these two showing their love, really celebrating their relationship.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! This is Brent and Friends with Brent Martineau, Casey Kurtz, and Aaron Schachter on Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio, ESPN 690.
Hey, it's a Friday. We're at another high school, and it's not raining on me right now as we set up. Knock on some wood somewhere along the way, will you?
Got to find it first.
I got to find it, yeah. They don't make cars out of wood anymore. Did they once?
I think they might not have, no.
Sounds dangerous, I'll be honest.
They might have. Back in the horse and buggies, they threw a couple of wheels on a motor, and they were like, all right, try this one.
That's not what they do at Nimnik Buick GMC. That's right. They make GMC Sierra trucks standing right outside. This one every Friday, or Friday coverage brought to you by Nimnik Buick GMC. Brent Martineau, Aaron Schachter, Casey Kurtz on a Friday, and a shortened show, guys, because we've got Florida State football tonight. I hate when the colleges play on Friday nights. I hate it.
Way to promo the game, baby. Way to go. You're killing it so far, 2 minutes in.
Lots of games.
Listen, I mean, good luck. I hope Florida State wins, all that. I mean, it's part of the game now, but come on.
I hate you, but good
luck. It's high school Friday nights. I didn't say I hate them. A lot of people do it, right? But play on Thursday, that's fine.
So where
play
you
on
at?
Wednesday, that's fine. But Friday's high school day.
Where are you at for the high school games tonight?
Yeah, we're at Fleming Island. You trying to set me straight? Fleming Island High School, baby. And we got Oakleaf and Fleming Island. Big Clay County clash. And we're going to have John Scrimolo, the athletic director from Clay County, out in the 4 o'clock hour. Bruce Moeller is going to join us today. Mark Davoli from Davoli's House of Cards. Explain to you guys like you're a 2-year-old this fantasy thing that we're doing, okay? You have an investment this weekend, and we got to explain how it works, but also how everybody else can get involved. And he joins us for our picks each and every week. We'll see how those are going for Casey.
Shut up, Brent.
As well. We got a big day ahead. Quick programming reminder, not only FSU coverage starts at 5 as they play Louisville. We're going to jump right into that conversation in just a couple of moments. But we also have the Blitz Scoreboard show tonight, and because of Florida State, it won't play on ESPN 690, but we have it on the social media channels, and quite frankly, that's where we promote that show the most. We want you watching on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch so we can show you some highlights and end-of-the-game stuff and graphically build out the show for you high school football fans. So you can do that, 9 p.m. until 10:30. We'll still have the show. Leads right into our Friday Night Blitz coverage at 10:30 on Fox 30, which also we've been showing, Casey, on the social media streams.
Yeah, we have.
Well. So.
You got one hell of a producer back here.
That's right.
That's what that
Weird.
means.
He's feeling himself. All right, cool.
The brains behind the operation.
You know what I'm saying?
That is it. Meanwhile, it's just a normal day for Aaron, Casey. He gets out at 5 every Friday.
Yeah.
Look at me. I got the easy job. You guys
Surprised
are working
you came in today.
into the wee hours of the night. I'm sitting here like, is it 5 o'clock yet? Where are we at?
Yeah, are you kidding me? You've been doing yeoman's work, and you got to get up early. What time do you get up early for? Well, sometimes you record. Yeah, that's an early show.
It's a long work day. It's like a 14-hour work day. But, I'm going to Taco Fest tonight. I'm going to have myself some tacos.
Taco Fest? Where's that?
It's downtown at the fairgrounds.
You know what's funny? Here's our worlds are so different, right? Because first of all, I would never be going to Taco Fest just because.
Oh, Brent Martineau wouldn't be caught dead at Taco Fest.
That's not it. I wouldn't even know Taco Fest exists. I just would. It just isn't in my landscape. Casey, you going to Taco Fest?
No.
Have you ever been to Taco Fest?
He was
I've never
invited,
been,
though.
yeah.
He was invited.
Taco Fest sounds kind of fun, though.
It is fun. They got a chili eating contest. Tomorrow they got a Chihuahua race. Who wouldn't want to go to the Chihuahua race?
It's a 2-day event?
Yes, man. I'm telling you, it's a big deal.
But what I'm saying is, there is nothing that exists on a Friday night in my life in the fall. Like, nothing. It doesn't matter if the kids are playing or there's a big – actually, I will say there's one thing. There's one exception to this rule, and that is Zach Brown Band concert is coming in again on a Friday.
Are
Why
you
do they always pick
serious?
Friday?
Not again, bro.
I might do it. I'm not sure. I'm debating. Should
Are you
I
a big
do it or
Zach
should
Brown
I not?
fan? You got to
Oh,
take the
yeah,
He
opportunity.
did it. He
man.
did it last year, and he didn't do the show.
Did anyone
No,
hook
did I
you
not
up?
do the show, or did I come late?
No, you didn't do the show.
Did anyone hook you up with like a meet and greet or access or anything?
Nah, nobody's done that. I've never
Oh,
asked, really. We just buy
Brent.
tickets, pay a crazy amount of money for
What are
them,
you
and
doing,
I like
man?
seeing Zach Brown Band.
All you did was send me that video when he was singing Colder Weather, which was dope. It's a great song.
that's good,
Still
man.
love it. If you
That's
go,
good.
send me another one.
Listen, when you
But he
find
always comes on Fridays. He always comes on Fridays.
out Friday's
every
the best
time.
night for a show.
I know, but gosh.
Not
man,
if you're
doesn't
Martineau.
Doesn't he care about Brent? Like, I love him. But doesn't he
Listen.
care about me?
Listen, when Zach Brown Band comes to town, ditch this nonsense sports radio stuff, and I'll get you a meet and greet or something.
No,
They are coming to town October 7th. We've already bought tickets. The
Dang.
question is, am I going, and how much am I going to the concert?
Oh, that's
we'll
the
figure
show
it.
I'm missing too, Brent. So, if you don't decide to come,
I'm
good luck.
screwed.
Yeah,
Might as well go.
Might as well just
You're,
cancel the
you're
show.
out that day?
That's
Is
the
that,
day
you're
I'm
out
out.
that time?
I'm gonna be at a wedding. Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely not going to the whole concert. Let's
Brett,
just say
who
that.
goes if you don't go? Like, who goes with Steph? A friend?
Steph and, we got a couple of friends. We bought 4 tickets. We got a couple of friends that went with us last year. I think we bought these tickets so long ago, I can't even remember what we decided, but I think they're going again.
Where's the show?
And
At
then, I don't
Daly's?
know, it's at Daly's, yeah.
Oh,
So
man,
she
I'm going
can
to get
pick
you the
someone.
hookup, dude. I'm going to get the rich get richer when it comes to the Martineau squad. I'm going to get you the hookup.
Okay.
When
we'll
can I
see.
get a freaking hookup for anything?
You don't get nothing.
I do.
Casey.
Listen, there are a few. I don't like. I really do like a few acts. Like really, really, really like Eric Church and really, really, really like Zach Brown Band. Like those are the two that I
I
can't
thought you were a
wait until they
Garth
put
Brooks
in.
guy.
Well,
He
I
likes Garth.
was, but I mean, Garth doesn't put out a lot of new stuff now.
Yeah,
But I
and
can't
he
wait
sucks.
for. Like, I have no idea. What?
What, Casey?
I can't wait until the Eric Church and Zach Brown Band like albums come out.
Okay.
You know,
You're a big
like I know
album
when
guy.
their release date is. Like,
All right.
I know nothing else about. Like I don't know when a Taylor Swift release date
It's
is.
coming soon.
You don't know about
Is
the
it?
Tay-Tay release? You're not a Swiftie?
No,
It's coming
Weird.
soon to a theater near you.
I'll never forget on this show. By the way, like the first time Austin and Kuz, they like way back year 1, this like Taylor Swift album was coming out, and I want to say they were excited, but Kuz was like next level excited.
That's a big
And I was
deal
like,
in his world.
Are you kidding? And yeah, I just didn't get it all.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, is this really happening right now on a sports show?
A normal
And now
reaction
people
for a man of your age, yeah.
Yeah, people right now are probably asking, is this really happening on a sports show? So let's talk some sports.
Hey, the first Taylor Swift album was elite, though. So let's just.
Yeah, Taylor Swift's really talented. I
Oh.
just I'm not going to say I can't wait for her album to come out. You know, Eric Church, Zach Brown Band. Those are it for me now. Used
She
to
was
be
cheer
Garth.
captain, Brent. You were on the bleachers.
Those are
Brett-
lyrics, Brent, if you don't recognize them.
I know the song. That one's in the country song.
That is
Yeah, that's what I'm
actually
saying.
genre,
That first
actually.
album was elite, the country
Yes.
album.
Yeah,
You know
then
that
she went
album's
pop.
worth like
She's-
$60 right now? Like just because she says a line in it that eventually got pulled. Like if you stream the song, I literally can't say it, but if you stream the song, they've changed it completely, but the album has it and I have it.
Huh? Did not know that.
Look at me.
Yeah, you guys teaching me everything here.
Let me go.
All right, let's come out of the gates talking some FSU football. They play tonight.
Well, the gates opened 10 minutes ago.
that gate opened a while ago. I got here early. Florida State, Louisville tonight. I don't know where this ranks in the landscape of like big games, but boy, would it be nice, right? Louisville's not very good. Florida State's 2-0. They've had a week to even fix more things. Jordan Travis playing supremely confident. They escaped with a win where a game I thought they dominated LSU. Now can they go up to Louisville and pull off a win and keep the train rolling a little bit, man? Every win is valuable, and who cares if Louisville's down? That would still be a nice win. So can they do it, Casey Kurtz?
Sure, they can do it. Yeah, I think the bye week will do them some good. They'll fix the stuff that you flame Mike Norvell about. Louisville's a scary team to me because Malik Cunningham is very good. He has not had a good start to the season. He lost all the money I put on him for winning the Heisman because I thought it was possible. That's not going to happen. But he still has the ability to make plays with his legs. He can still throw it a little bit. He's a dangerous guy. He's like Lamar Jackson. No wonder they have him. So you got to watch out for that. He's more dynamic running than Jordan Travis, but Jordan Travis is a better thrower for my money. I think it's a really good matchup. I think the environment will be good. I think it'll be great, actually. So they'll have to weather that storm, but they weathered it last or 2 weeks ago in the Dome. I think it's going to be a really good football game. I just wish it wasn't on Friday night.
Yeah, I think so. It does get lost a little bit, in my estimation, on a Friday night. Maybe it's just my life, like I was saying, but I still, it's not the same as playing on a Saturday. I mean, again, 3-0 guys seems so significant for Florida State.
It does.
Like 3-0, Aaron, used to be like, tell us when we're like 8-0. Well, then I'll pay attention. Everybody was paying attention, but it just felt like that was nothing. Now
baby
this is like
steps
a
now.
monumental thing, you know?
Yeah, you got to take these baby steps to get back to prominence, and this is a big part of it, right? You can't lose to the teams you're supposed to win against. And I know that Louisville is having an off year in terms of the roster. Florida State on paper at least looks a little bit better, but home team 5-2 in the last 7, and they always play each other close. So
you got trends. I like it.
If you're FSU, you definitely go in there with your head on the proverbial swivel, guys.
Listen, I want to go back to a conversation I think we've had a little bit when we've talked Florida State, and I think it's worth repeating over and over again because I think it relates to all levels of football, and I'm going to pound this home, guys, and you're going to get tired of this, and I don't care. But Jordan Travis being with Mike Norvell now for a few years has made him more comfortable. There's no doubt. Like, we talk about comfortability with the quarterback position. Guys, Casey, like you notice it too. This guy looks comfortable there. He looks confident there. And be honest with you, there's really not a lot to breed off of confidence over the last couple of years with results and play. And so it's almost like he's got this blind, I don't know about blind faith in his guys, but this confidence because he knows the system. You know what I mean? Like he knows what they're trying to accomplish, and he probably knows it better than anybody else. And I think that's part of the reason you've seen Travis play really well over these first couple of games, and I'm hoping it continues. He is not this elite prospect quarterback. They need to get better quarterbacks than Jordan Travis in Tallahassee if they're going to get back to winning big. That's the bottom line. They need to be better than him at the QB position overall. But for this year, he's got guys believing, and he looks like he might be the guy that helps change this over. And I just can't stop thinking about the continuity, Casey, how much more comfortable he looks than he did a year ago and even previously with Norvell.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks like he understands everything. He looks like a guy that his head coach has confidence in him, and that's a big part of it. Mike Norvell's confident with him on the field, and he's now confident to play for him. I don't know if they've had that, at least up until this point. They definitely have it right now. So, yeah, he looks as good as he's ever looked, and maybe this is the peak for Jordan Travis. We don't know. But, yeah, he's the main reason they win football games. But I'll tell you this, so far this season, Louisville, on the ground, on defense, they give up 208 yards a game and 2 touchdowns on average. Now, granted, they've only played a couple games. I get that. But if you're seeing actually it's 2.3 touchdowns per game. So even a little more than 2 on average on the ground only. So
that's a leaky D.
That 3-headed monster for FSU might be ready to eat here in a couple hours.
And by the way, Jordan Travis may not be an elite level quarterback on the college ranks, but the fact that these wide receivers have kind of settled into their roles, Micah Pittman and Tario Wilson being the main targets for Travis, and then Johnny Wilson with the long breaking off a play when he can, boom or bust kind of deal. I think this offense is really clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, you look at – here's what's interesting to me. We came out of the gates in the first week, and they obviously, had no problem with, as you guys like to say, Duquesne. It was Duquesne, but it's Duquesne
there's
for
an
you.
S.
And what did we talk about? Remember, Casey? Look at those backs. Did they have something in the backs? 3 guys over 100 yards and a touchdown? Like, that had never happened before.
The boys.
Well, we didn't really say that coming off the LSU game, right? I mean, we weren't like, whoa, look at the running backs. No, we were more like Jordan Travis. And so now you bring up a good point. You can run against Louisville. Does the story flip back or combine now? Look at Jordan Travis and look at the running backs, because it certainly does feel like the offensive line is better than it's been. I don't know how good they are, but it's certainly better than it's been. And they did a good job. In fact, by the fourth quarter against that LSU front, I thought they started to own that front a little bit of LSU. So it's a good sign for the offensive line.
Yeah, I think we're going to come out of this game saying, wow, they have Ward. We've known about him. He's been here a couple of years. But I think Toafili's going to get the football. I think Benson's going to get the football as well. And I think we are going to come out of it saying, you know what? They can run the ball. And their offensive line has gotten better than it has been. Jordan Travis is going to make plays. He's going to have to. I'm not discounting Louisville because I think they have a good quarterback that can make things happen. But Mike Norvell is going to come out and run the football, I think. You have to, especially on the road.
Yeah.
You got good backs. the fumble on the goal line is the last thing we remember from the back. So I think you do it kind of like what Doug Peterson's going to do. You forget about what happened last time. Should have ran the ball more. They said to Doug Peterson, shouldn't have ran that play if you're Mike Norvell. But either way, come out of the gates, hand it to your running backs, and let them feast.
Yeah, you got that leaky D staring this three-headed monster in the face. It's not like you've got a good FSU backfield going up against a good run defense or a bad backfield going up against a good defense. I mean, you got the optimal matchup here for the FSU backfield.
It is pretty incredible what Louisville has been able to do at the QB position over the last however many years. You go back to Bridgewater,
yep.
Right? And now you got Lamar, and now you got Malik Cunningham, and we'll see if he can surge and be the guy that like those two guys were from a success standpoint, not only in college but then parlay that into the NFL. But outside of that, I mean, aren't you a little bit like, what's happened? Did Petrino ruin them that much? That whole thing with Bobby Petrino? And I remember Louisville's whole athletic department went through a messy time in like every sport, it felt like. But Louisville had it going for a bit. And when you have quarterbacks, like what I'm getting at is Louisville, they are Malik Cunningham, and that's it, Casey.
That's all they got.
Like, that is really, look at their numbers. He's like some crazy percentage of their offense.
He is. Yeah,
so
that's all they got.
It's kind of weird to see them this far down, but maybe we shouldn't say that. Living in the state of Florida, we've seen all these major programs this far down before, and Louisville looks like they're back down there.
Yeah, Louisville picked up Tyon Evans from Tennessee, who hasn't been like stalwart in the backfield, but he's not bad. He's averaging over 4 yards a carry this season, 6.5 last season. So he's certainly got some talent. Marshawn Ford plays tight end for Louisville. He's been the main target there, but you're right. There's not many guys on this roster that really keep you up at night.
And to your point, they bring in Evans. You expect him to make plays. He has 2 more carries currently than the quarterback.
Yep.
To your point, Brent. It's Malik Cunningham or bust.
Yep.
Well, then what do you do there? Like, you just spy them, right? I mean, your whole game plan, it's kind of like the Jags this coming weekend. Your whole game plan revolves around Jonathan Taylor. And
you need a Taylor sniffer is what you need.
Yeah, tailor-made. You have to, obviously, you have to be aware of other guys, but, I mean, your focus is how do you stop that guy? Now, yeah, defenses most of the time, their focus is how to stop the quarterback in general. But this guy seriously can do it both. So, and they just don't have a lot of other things that scare you. I think this would really be a good win for Florida State. I mean, every win right now is a good win for Florida State. It's a building block. It's climbing that ladder. And how many they can get to in 2022 is really a big deal. It's a big deal for Mike Norvell. It's probably a big deal for recruiting. It's a big deal to get the fan base back on board. And beating teams like Louisville, where you used to say, like in the last handful of years, you go Florida State, Louisville, that's an L. And especially on the road, I don't think you're saying that here. So,
agreed.
I think there's a really good chance Florida State wins, but they got to go do it, right? They got to stack them up. And you just don't know where they are from a mindset standpoint. That was my problem last game. It's now 2 weeks ago against LSU, Casey. I wonder, it's like, all right, they dominate the game, yet they almost still lose the game. Teams like that scare me because it's like, when are they going to just take care of business and run away with it? Or, yeah, we're going in here, we're going to win. And that wasn't like it was a statement, but it wasn't like an exclamation point statement against LSU.
Well, I mean, they won, though.
They did.
You know what I'm saying? They won.
Still, you won and you feel like you got lucky to win after dominating the game in a way.
What if the Jags won like that?
I would say the same thing. First of all,
no,
you'll take any of them.
You'd be like, the opposite yesterday?
No, I just said this. You'll take any of them. Right? But I think it's very reminiscent of the Jags last Sunday. Like, we should get excited that the Jags forced 3 turnovers. The Jags look like they have playmakers. The Jags on offense could do a lot of things. Like, I think that's reasonably excitable stuff, right? That's okay to get excited. But it's also okay to say, like, that's not like silver lining stuff. No, that's different stuff. Like, this team the last couple years hasn't had those guys for Jacksonville. But then there's this other element of, okay, but you still got to make the play when it counts to win. And I guess coming off the LSU game, I'm not sure they showed me that they're still that, right? They're going to go beat a lesser opponent in Louisville because they know how to win now. I'm just not sure I can say that with a lot of confidence over Florida State. That's what I'm getting at. And I certainly can't say that right now about Jacksonville. They can't even find one.
But I get what you're saying, but what the opposite, I guess, is what I'll take from you is you got to start somewhere. You got to figure it out somewhere. And somebody, as much as we don't give it credit, somebody blocked a PAT, which is not an easy thing to do. And that's how they won. You know what I mean? So they made a play at the end when they had to make a play. They might have figured something out. Does that they build off of that incredible play that was made? They take a bye week, whatever it is. They didn't obviously take off. They're still practicing. And I think them boys are going to be ready to play. And maybe that's how they figured out how to win. Time will tell. But if it's a close game tonight, we'll see what they learn from that game against LSU.
Let me ask you this, close game or not, the over-under is 57. What are you thinking about that?
Which
it's a little high, right?
Yeah, probably be under that. But I get why it's 57. And I'm not a bet the under guy.
Never.
But
that's why I like you, Brent.
He's a bet the over guy.
Yeah, I'd rather not bet the under. All right, so here's the deal. Just real quick look, okay? This one's big because you beat Louisville on the road, and then you got Boston College at home. Now, Boston College stylistically can always be a pain in the ass, but, you can beat them. Wake Forest after that, and again, you don't normally say this, but Wake Forest could be trouble for Florida State.
Wake Forest is good.
I know it. I'm just reminding the people out there, this isn't Wake Forest that used to say, 54-10, That's not it. And then NC State, it might be the best team in the ACC.
It's possible if Wake Forest drops out before then.
So, and then you got Clemson. So my point being, these next 2 weeks would be great for Florida State to get off to a great start, 4-0, and winnable games before they run into that, where you're probably going to drop one.
Lock that bowl game bid in now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
take care of business for the first 4 and find 2 more along the way.
Yeah, and that's critical, I think, for this year 3 of Mike Norvell. So Florida State tonight on ESPN 690. Coverage starts at 5 o'clock. We'll do our picks coming up a little bit later on, so we got some more college football on the way. All right, Jacksonville Jaguars, home opener. Did we just put the Jags second to FSU? Yeah, we did.
Look at
How
us.
about that?
Look at us.
We're
built different.
We're built different. We are built different. We're live at Fleming Island High School. We've got the game of the week here. We got the Blitz scoreboard show later. We got the Friday Night Blitz later. And we got Brent and friends coming up from Fleming Island High School on ESPN 690. A Friday presented by Nimnick Buick GMC.
Now, the first alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Breezy today into partly sunny skies, a few scattered showers at times, perhaps even a rumble of thunder. Highs will be in the 80s, dropping into the lower 70s tonight with scattered showers continuing. And your Saturday will be breezy. Scattered showers, an isolated thunderstorm, but mixed in with some sunshine, and highs in the low to mid 80s. I'm TV meteorologist Mike Burrish. Join me today beginning at 5 p.m. on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jack.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds, where now you can buy like a dealer buys. No markups, no retail games, and never a commission.
Celsius Essential Energy is Jacksonville's official energy drink of summer, and Jacksonville summers are fueled by Celsius. If you see ESPN 690 out and about this summer, come grab an ice-cold Celsius Essential Energy. Live fit.
Hi, this is Keith Gurr, president of American Window Products. We are Jacksonville's oldest replacement window company. We have been providing excellent service for over 38 years and still have an A+ rating. At American Window Products, we have helped over 36,000 homeowners, and we don't use subcontractors. Right now, we're offering a free installation on 6 or more windows, as well as a free energy package. Go to AmericanWindowProducts.com and click for an estimate. That's AmericanWindowProducts.com. American Window Products, we are the window professionals.
It's going to be a busy month at Best Bet Orange Park. The Greater Orange Park Open Tournament is back. This $500 no-limit hold'em tournament will be happening on Saturday, September 24th, with $120 satellites starting on September 21st. With plenty of parking and a safe and friendly environment, you'll see why Best Bet Orange Park was awarded the Best of Play in Event, Entertainment, and Sushi. Open from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. Monday through Friday, and 24 hours on the weekend. Best Bet Orange Park.
Well, that Ding Dong Doorbell Company is at it again, admitting to giving out customers video footage over 11 times without the customer's knowledge or consent. This is outrageous. It's inexcusable. It's a breach of your privacy, freedom, and security. When a security company teams up with big tech companies, it means a privacy invasion of your home. It means your information is being sold and distributed without your knowledge. SafeTouch is on your side. SafeTouch equipment is installed by pros. SafeTouch doesn't collaborate with any big tech company. SafeTouch keeps your family secure without invading your privacy. SafeTouch allows you complete control of all your video footage and security, and you can be sure with SafeTouch that your doorbell and camera footage is safe and controlled by you and only you. Choose SafeTouch to fight crime and keep your privacy at the same time. Call SafeTouch today and check out what real security is all about and get free installation when you do. SafeTouch Security, doing what others can't for over 35 years. Call 888-723-8682 or visit safetouch.com. State license EF233.
ESPN 690 is home for the Florida Sportsman Fishing Show hosted by Captain Rick Riles. Tune in every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. to find out what's biting now. Fishing so fresh, you can almost smell it.
You have choices when booking a tour of St. Augustine from the water. Sadly, some tour boat operators don't follow the same high ethical standards as Redboat Tours. Don't be a victim of fake reservations or misleading emails. Book with the one and only Redboat Tours, one of the best boat tour experiences in America according to USA Today. Locally and family owned and operated Redboat Tours. Go to redboattours.com. That's redboattours.com to book a tour you can trust.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You can't get much for $5 these days, unless you go to Wendy's for a $5 Biggie Bag. Get your choice of double stack, junior bacon cheeseburger, or crispy chicken BLT, plus 4-piece nugs, fries, and a drink, all for just $5. That was smooth, wasn't it? That's how you're going to feel when you get that Biggie Bag at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Includes 4-piece nuggets, small soft drink, and small fry. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
O'Reilly Auto Parts is here to keep your car on the road with our free loaner tool program. Your local store has more than 80 specialty tools available to rent for your next repair. Refundable deposit required. Ask our professional parts people about the loaner tool program today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, it's Brett Mortno from Action Sports Jacks. Did you know you can watch our radio show? Yeah, video of a radio show. Just search ESPN 690 Jacks on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Or follow me on Twitter at Brent A.S. Jacks. Watch the show live weekdays from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. or listen on ESPN 690.
I think it's special because that was a place, where it allowed me to play my first, snaps of football in the NFL. So just excited to be able to get back there.
All right, that is Yannick Ngakoue, former Jacksonville Jaguar, former Minnesota Viking, former Baltimore Raven, former Las Vegas Raider, now Indianapolis Colt. I don't understand why he can't stay with a team. Now he's with Gus Bradley once again in Indianapolis.
Yep.
Brett Mortno, back with Aaron Schachter, Casey Kurtz. Hey, guys, I got a helmet on out here.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, you look goofy.
Well, thank you. But I figured I would model this because I just picked it up, and it's Pro Football Hall of Fame helmet. And so we got our Dream 18 golf tournament coming up on Monday. It makes it very difficult to do the radio show because I can't hear anything right now.
Often imitated, never duplicated. That's me and you right now, Brent.
Also, I didn't realize, now I realize, in the video I'm watching of you out at Fleming Island High School, you've got the ESPN 690 flag going behind you. I thought it was part of the helmet at first. It almost looked like a waving flag mohawk, but now I see it's just a regular helmet. Okay.
All right, so here's the deal, real quick, so I can take this thing off. So we got a Pro Football Hall of Fame helmet. We already have one up on our auction site. It's silent auction, which I've been sharing on social media, so you're going to have to go find it there. It's kind of not the easiest address of all just to share, unfortunately, but it's kind of a cool way to get everybody else involved, even if you're not playing in the tournament, and raise some extra money. So we have a signed Tony Baselli Pro Football Hall of Fame helmet for auction. We also have a signed picture of Tony Baselli, of him at the Hall of Fame next to his bust, and he signed that one as well. That's framed. So that's, I think, an 8x10, might be 11x14. Well, I picked up this helmet from my buddy Jim Signorilli, and I just talked to Tony today, and I said, hey, can you personalize this one? I didn't know the rules now that he's a Hall of Famer, you know?
Are there rules?
Well, I mean, everything's a little more pricey when you're a Hall of Famer, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't, and he's a new Hall of Famer, and he gets a chance to cash in on all this kind of stuff. But he said for our tournament and our silent auction, he'll sign this and personalize it. Like I told you the other day, if this was for me, he'd put Brent, you're the real media mogul, Tony Baselli, HOF 22, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And but you can get it personalized for somebody, for yourself, and once the winning bidder happens, then we'll have Tony do that.
So if I was to win the auction, I could get him to sign it and personalize it to whom I want. If I told him, make this out to Bruce Smith, he would do that or no?
That'd be his gift for Bruce.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I'm not sure he would do that. He's trying to calm that down.
I kind of want to win the bid now.
Casey, there's no way you would pay to win the auction just to send it to somebody else.
Pay to do anything.
I wouldn't, because I'd have to see the look on Bruce Smith's face. But you know I'm all in for the Twitter followers. I know I'd get a few if I posted that.
Yeah, that's true. You would. You would absolutely do that. So anyway, if you're looking on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, I look goofy, but that's because we got that's probably an everyday thing, but it's really right now I got a helmet on, Pro Football Hall of Fame.
It's a good fit.
I don't know if it's losing value because it's on top of my head right now. But
Probably if you're sweating.
Yeah,
I'll take that
depreciating helmet, yeah.
I'm not really sweating. It's not bad out here today, but maybe it's worth more now that it's got, some part of my DNA on it.
Yeah, not you, bro. If it was Baselli, maybe.
Okay. So anyway, well, I'll we don't have this up on the site yet because I just got it. So I'm going to put this up first thing in the morning, and then all weekend, Saturday, Sunday, until like 1 o'clock Monday, you'll be able to bid on it. So pay attention to social media, and if you have any questions on where to find it, you certainly can let me know, and I'll point you in the right direction. And also, people who are playing in the Dream 18 on Monday will have a chance to bid on it as well. But we appreciate Tony and thought that was kind of a cool thing. All right, you guys talk a little bit so I can take the helmet.
Yeah, no problem. Aaron, why do you think Brent decided to wear the helmet after I did? Do you think he's just like trying to copy me and be better than me, or do you just, what's the deal there?
At first, I didn't understand how he was going to hear us. I think a couple of people in the chat were confused too, but I guess he's got a speaker going out there.
Yeah, he's got the speaker, but here's the thing: he's not built different. Some of us are built different. He wasn't ready.
If I remember correctly, the day you wore the helmet, you were complaining all show.
Yes, I was, but Brent couldn't even do it for 3 or 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I did it for 3 hours.
Well, sometimes you need real men to do the helmet wear.
That's exactly right. Hey, Brent, welcome back.
Hey, you got it. No problem. I love how all of a sudden you climbed Mount Everest because you wore a helmet for a couple hours.
He really is. I've accomplished something.
Well, you just made it to at least base camp 2 in your own mind. I made it all the way to the top and back down.
I mean, it really wasn't a feat of mine that I just put the helmet on, but it was very tricky to actually talk to you guys and people.
And I did the whole
with
show.
The helmet on.
So build different. You know what I'm saying? Build different.
Brent Martineau, Aaron Schachter, Casey Kurtz. All right. Hey, I want to play this game. Colts, Jags coming up. Give me one thing.
Not give me one thing.
Casey.
I love give me one thing.
You love it.
Casey apparently does
I love
not.
it. I love the idea because we never do it.
We only try to shoot it down so many times.
Yeah, well, give me one thing to make the Jags win. Because this prevents you guys from going off in tangents, like 5 different things. No, I want you zoned in. You get one thing to win the game. That's it.
All right.
And it can't be they score more than the other team.
Well, that was
the easy one to do. What happened? Now what do we got to do now? This is hard.
I'll tell you
Please.
What you got to do. I I think it's tight ends.
Oh.
All right? And I think Dan Arnold, Evan Ingram, whoever else they line up at tight end, has to have over 100 yards receiving against Gus Bradley's defense, the Indianapolis Colts, to win the football game.
Total.
And by the way,
all of the tight ends.
Total. I mean, that's a productive day, man. I mean, for tight ends, right?
It's just the way you said it made it sound like you wanted all of the
them.
tight ends to all have over
I was like, I
100
don't know,
yards.
Brian. That's more than one.
You're going to have to leave a couple of important guys out of the game plan.
I think this is a great setup. How much did we talk this offseason? Doug Peterson, tight end. Doug Peterson, tight end. Evan Ingram, could be a great chance. I like Dan Arnold. You know that. I don't think he's as much as involved in the preseason and even this first game as I thought he might be in the passing game for the Jags. So I don't know where that's going to leave him. But we watched this for a long time in this scheme. The tight ends kill the scheme. They absolutely destroy it. And so when you have Doug Peterson and you have Ingram, who's a matchup problem, and you have this scheme, I mean, what a formula to be able to really shine in the tight end room against the Colts on Sunday. So I love that. And just for a reference, O.J. Howard, who, where had he been, scored 2 touchdowns last week against the Colts. So it's there, guys. It's there. And I don't think the Jags win if those numbers don't look shiny at the tight end position for the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's how you beat this. That's how you beat this defense, this scheme, is by taking shots downfield with the tight end.
All right,
what you got?
Here's my one thing. At first, I thought my one thing was going to be the Jaguars need to run the ball more because of what we saw. But I'm going to go the opposite side of the ball. The run defense needs to come to work with the hard hats for the Jags to win this game. You look at last year for the Colts, every game they lost, team rushing under 120 yards. Every game they won, team rushing over 120. The Jags need to keep Jonathan Taylor under 120 yards to pull out the dub this weekend.
I like it. Under 120?
Under 120, which sounds like a lot. But for JT, this is just a regular day of work.
No, that's significant because he's going to touch it a lot. Yep. So don't get crazy with the 100, right? Because everybody's like, oh my God, 100. You gave up 100 yards. Nah, not this one. You can, if he's touching it 30 times or 27 times and you give up 112, to your point, that's not that bad. You know, it's not unbelievable, but it's not that bad. And if you say
also
combined
a big chunk
yardage,
of that Colts offense disappears when you're shutting them down, too.
Yeah, and just think, how many yards total are the Colts going to have if he only has 115?
Probably 130.
Not that much, but probably close, right? So I like it. I like where you're going there. You got to limit him, at least contain him, and he can't go nuts. I agree with you. Casey Kurtz. You hate the game, but play it anyway.
Yeah, I'll play the game, and I'm glad Aaron didn't take it because I'll take it. Didn't we discover that the Jags offensive line when running the football was the best in the league last week?
Yep.
Yes.
So when it's first down, you run it. When it's second down, you run it. If it's third down and 4 and in, you run it. And if it's fourth and 1, you run it again. You run the football consistently with James Robinson. He looked great last week. You do it again. You actually let Travis Etienne carry the football, which is different from last week because they didn't let him do it enough. You run the ball on every play, and you prove that you are tougher than the Indianapolis Colts. Your offensive line is better than their defensive line. DeForest Buckner, still a question mark. Run the football right at him 4 straight times, and if you don't somehow get 10 yards, then play defense. But run the football as much as you can, and that's how you beat the Indianapolis Colts.
I like it.
That's my one thing.
Hey, there you go. One thing. That was it. You guys did a good job for people who hate the game.
I don't hate the game. I like this game.
Yeah. We'll see how it pays. We'll pay it off on Monday. See how we did on that and see how the Jacksonville Jaguars did. You bring up the injury report. These guys are without Shaq/Darius Leonard.
Yeah, man.
Both of them.
That's a big one.
And they're without Alec Pierce.
That doesn't feel like a big one, but it's going to be a big one.
Well, it's like a second option for them, right?
Yeah.
Well, I would say third option in the passing game. I think Hines is probably their second. But it does take away an option now. Again, Jags secondary did not play great in the opener. They have a distinct advantage in my estimation in this game. They've got to play well. But and the injuries go along with that. Pittman now is questionable. It sounds like the word coming out of Indianapolis is he'll play, but for whatever reason, he's not 100%. DeForest Buckner sounds like he'll play, but he's not 100% either. So we'll see if the injuries, take a toll. I put on Twitter today, guys, I was like, listen, it doesn't matter who plays. the Jags, like, I know this sounds like, I feel like a coach. It's like you've got to take care of your own stuff, right? I mean, you've got to do your stuff because the Jags have played, and the reason I say this, guys, the Jags, even against Indy, go down the list of quarterbacks. How many times did we play Ryan Fitzpatrick in Jacksonville that was like a backup? I think we've played third-string quarterbacks in Jacksonville before. Last year they lost to Geno Smith and made him look great, although the Broncos did too the other day. But it does, like, yes, does it matter? Probably. But what I'm saying is it hasn't, like, meant automatic wins. Just because guys are out doesn't mean the Jags are going to win. And they need to way more worry about themselves than worry about if Pittman's playing or this guy's playing or how does that. I mean, I know the fan base does that. That's what I'm warning you. Like, we do that because, like, wow, all right, Jags got an advantage.
I'm trying to talk yourself into a win, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not how it works. And by the way, we win the injury report news. The Jags have nobody on the injury report.
We win.
Like, we have won that. That's incredible, by the way.
It's a good way to start off game weekend.
That really is a good, I mean, Coach gotta love that.
Yeah, man.
All right, we'll take a break. We are live at Fleming Island High School. We'll talk about the high school football scene tonight and our game of the week, which is Oakleaf and the Golden Eagles, and all our high school coverage here on a Friday presented by Nimnick Buick GMC. Brett and Friends on ESPN 690 rolls on right after this.
Florida State football is back on Jacksonville's home for ESPN 690. Friday night, the Seminoles travel to Louisville to take on the Cardinals. Our coverage starts at 5 with the Florida State Tailgate Show. Then Jeff Culhane, William Floyd, and Tom Block have the call from Cardinals Stadium. Kickoff at 7:30 Friday night. Catch Florida State football all season long on Jacksonville's home for the Garnet and Gold, ESPN 690.
If you've been involved in a slip and fall accident and are not sure what to do, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000, and take back control of your life.
Office in Jacksonville.
September is here and fall is right around the corner, so they say. But you know what else is right around the corner? Your family-owned and operated dealer, Arlington Toyota. Right now, Arlington's got 500 new Toyotas available, and you get a lifetime warranty with unlimited time and miles with your new Toyota purchase. Arlington's even got 400 used ready to test drive and take home today. And Arlington's 30-day exchange program comes with your purchase. That's 30 days to love your purchase or exchange it. Shop in person and online anytime at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hey everybody, it's Brent Mortno from Brent and Friends on ESPN 690. Tune into our high-energy, multi-platform show Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. on ESPN 690 and a variety of video streaming platforms as well. As the seasons change, so do the sports topics. It's football season now, and we're bringing you all things sports weekdays from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. And you can tailgate with us at the Duval House for every Sunday home game this football season. Fueled by Celsius Essential Energy. Live fit.
Who's monitoring your security system? Do you even know? What if I told you you were being monitored in someone's house? Can you imagine someone working from home with all your information? Your family's security is dependent on how fast a worker responds to your alarm from their house. Unbelievable, right? Think again, because the largest company in America is doing just that. And pay attention to their ads. They now have teamed up with big tech. There goes your information and privacy. Plus, you're possibly being monitored from someone's home. Now you know why I have a Safe Touch home security system. The Safe Touch Monitoring Center is right here and fully staffed at their disaster-resistant monitoring station. Have you driven by the other guy's monitoring center? Don't bother. It's empty. Call now and find out what makes the Safe Touch 5-star security and surveillance system so outstanding, and right now get free installation. Don't just assume your family is safe. Know they are safe with Safe Touch Security. Call 888-723-8682 or visit safetouch.com. State license EF233.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations, so you get the product you're looking for. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
People often ask me, how much money do I have to pay you up front to be my personal lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. What about a slip and fall or car crash case? Free unless we win.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
That's the sound of a crack in the ceiling found at a home inspection. But with a Realtor by your side, a newfound leak might only cause minor worries. With their expertise, a Realtor can suggest a credit at closing and even connect you to a contractor to help you shore up that leak and alleviate your worries. When it comes to cracks in your plans, the expertise of a Realtor can make all the difference. The difference between an agent and a Realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Action Sports Jacks. Watch, listen, subscribe. You can watch us on CBS 47 and Fox 30. You can listen right here on ESPN 690, and you can subscribe to our YouTube and podcast, Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690. Action Sports Jacks. Watch, listen, subscribe.
Hey, welcome back to Fleming Island High School, home of the Golden Eagles, and really one of the most underrated scenes that is in our area in Northeast Florida, and I think one of the most underrated football programs of the last however long, quite frankly. They've been excellent. They win, and they want to win big, and they might have a squad to do it this year, led by Florida State commit at running back Sam Singleton, but they've got a lot of good players. I really like this Abram Wright kid. I watched him play out here a couple weeks ago. I think it's in the opener, and he's going to Rutgers. He was terrific. Oakleaf has some really good players. Drew Ammon is the quarterback. He also is like one of the soccer scoring leaders in the area, and he also kicks for them too, which I guess isn't too surprising.
A busy kid.
Can score he's really jack of all trades. This day and age where everything's so specialized, it's really cool to watch it. He's been around there for a while now at Oakleaf. Devin Outlaw, another really good player. So we got Oakleaf and Fleming Island tonight in our game of the week for the Friday night blitz. So our TV cameras will be out here at CBS 47, Fox 30 at Fleming Island here in Clay County. And then, of course, we have our Blitz scoreboard show tonight. Not on the radio side because of FSU football. It'll just be on social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, which is really where we want you to watch it anyway because we can show you live endings of high school games. All our Friday coverage presented by Nimnick Buick GMC and Baker Sports. Casey, I'm sorry I didn't hear you, but Bruce on the line?
He is.
All right, let's bring in Bruce Moeller right now, and I don't even know his title these days. Director of everything golf-related at Jack's Beach Golf Club, probably. And we wanted to catch up with Bruce because he's got a cool event going on tomorrow that we talked about earlier this week. I said, come on, tell everybody about it because it's a little bit different when you get the boys and girls playing some golf competition with each other. Bruce, what's happening?
Yeah, thanks, Brent. Thanks for having me on. I'm a facility manager or general manager. I'm not sure. I get confused sometimes. Yeah, this will be the third year. So, in the high school platform, there's got to be like a certain team that invites. So Dina Turner with the Providence girls team, she's the official host. So we did this a couple years now. And then after last year's event, we said, how do we turn the screws up a little bit on this and put something different? So we thought about bringing the boys on board. And to our knowledge, there's not any or many events that involve both the boys and the girls teams playing together in competition. So we at first thought about doing even the pairings, boys with girls, like the number one boys from this school, number one girls from this school. But then because of certain logistical things, we kind of stuck to the boys playing with the boys and girls playing with the girls. But we've got 8 schools. We've got Beachside, we've got Bowles, Creekside, Episcopal, Fernandina Beach, Nice, Ponte Vedra, and Providence that are all bringing individual, teams, boys and girls teams complete. And we also have 8 at-large invites that the committee with this event put together to invite local talent of schools who may not have complete teams. We've got some kids coming from Lake City. We got a kid from Valdosta. So we've got some elite individual players from schools that aren't in their district or don't have a team strong enough or complete enough to make the trip. So it should be a lot of fun. We've got we'll have individual boy prizes, individual girl prizes, and then individual boy team, individual girl team, and then also a combined team championship for whoever team has the lowest score combined for the best 4 boys and the best 4 girls, and that'll be the Jack's Beach Varsity Invitational Champion. So it's a little different for sure.
Yeah, that's really cool. You almost wonder why hasn't it been done more often in the past, but good for you guys for doing this. And, we talk so much about all the sports around here that produce so much talent. Like, I live in the baseball and softball world, but obviously we're here on Fleming Island for football, and we know how much talent there is on Saturdays and even Sundays in the NFL. But we live in a golf mecca, and we produce a ton of golf talent. The high school golf talent, I know specifically on the boys' side, and we've covered some fantastic girls players as well, Bruce. I mean, it is crazy good. Like, you better shoot par or you're not amongst the elite. In fact, you better break par or you're not among the elite.
Yeah, it really has. I think there's a lot of, North Florida's also got a wealth of amazing golf courses and properties that open their doors for the most part to a lot of these schools that need a place to practice, play matches. And I think when you're, playing a lot of these great golf courses and you've got a lot of great golf facilities that are opening the doors to them, you get a little bit more than the average player. So I think the talent level, you've got great coaching too. You've got great instructors in this area. So the facilities, the teachers, the parental involvement nowadays, as you well know, with all junior sports, especially golf, it seems like there's every time we have like a U.S. kids event out here, there's like for every one kid, there's 2.7 parents or grandparents, there's an awful lot of support behind junior anything, especially when it comes to golf. So it doesn't surprise me that it lends to a lot of these scores. That, yeah, you're exactly right. If you're the fourth person on the Ponte Vedra team, if you're not shooting 68, you're getting lapped.
Wow, crazy, isn't it? Bruce Moeller, director of everything at Jack's Beach Golf Club, joining us right now on ESPN 690. They got a big event coming on tomorrow, an invitational where the boys and girls compete together in a lot of different ways, but a team event at the end of it as well. And you told me, I think 11 o'clock-ish, 11:30 tee off, and people can just come out and watch and check it out, right?
Absolutely. It's 11:30 double tee start. They can come out and watch. There's all the scoring is done through this I Wanamaker app through the high school system. People want to come out and watch. We had last couple of years we've had some kids shoot very, very low numbers. So the talent level, Ponte Vedra's won, I don't know how many state titles at this point, but there's going to be some really good kids that I can certainly foresee seeing on the college level very, very soon. So 11:30 start tomorrow, 11:30 to 1:30 double tee, and if anyone wants to come out, come on out.
Bruce, anybody wants to call and get a tee time at Jack's Beach Golf Club, it might take them a couple of weeks, couple of phone calls to do it. You guys have been jamming out there. This has been a few years now since you redid everything, and wow. I mean, the benefits of that, the golf course is fantastic. You guys have been packed, of course, coming off the pandemic. Give us just a quick little overview of what's happening at Jack's Beach Golf Club, because I tell a lot of people, I think it's such a cool story. You've got people lined up that want to play out there each and every day.
Yeah, I think it's a good problem to have, but at the end of the day, it's still a problem, right? People that want to play that aren't able to play, right? I mean, I never thought that I'd be in a place that, 3 weeks in advance. We have pass holders that can book 3 weeks in advance, general public 2 weeks in advance. And if you're a pass holder, you're lining up at midnight at, 12:01 to get a tee time 3 weeks in advance, because that's kind of what you have to do around here. So, yeah, we've been lucky. The city's been a huge supporter of the changes that we wanted to make since we got here in 2018 in October. We have done, the golf course is great. Condition is superb. The price is obviously good. We might be, one of the busiest golf courses in the country. I can't prove that, but I haven't had too many say that they've done more than the rounds we have. But I think it's a great testament to the golf superintendent and his staff of keeping the golf course conditions the way they are, despite the play that we have not being able to close on any given day except Christmas and when we airify. But the city's been super supportive, Brent. I can't thank them enough, and city council's been 100% behind us making the change that we've made. So, we just got lights on the driving range that'll start here as soon as daylight savings is over, and we'll have a lit driving range, food and beverage and drinks. So, yeah, we're excited. There's a lot of positive changes, a lot of it's a good vibe coming out here playing golf, good condition golf course, great golf experience, and now we've got some pretty good practice facilities. And like I said, a lot of great support from the local traffic that was here when the golf course wasn't in such great shape, that are here, just happy that we've done what we've done. So it's a true testament to a lot of people putting a lot of heads together and going the right direction at the same time. So, yeah, we've got to be very thankful. We're very lucky.
Well, keep up the good work. It's really a fun story, and it's a fun track, too. So go play it if you haven't, especially if you haven't been out there in years. It will be a totally different experience for you than even you might have remembered. We love junior golf around here. The Dream 18 on Monday will help support and benefit of the Dream 18 charity dollars is North Florida Junior Golf Foundation along with St. Michael's Soldiers. So good on you guys for putting together that event tomorrow afternoon. At Jacks Beach Golf Club. Once again, the Jacks Beach Invitational boys and girls competition. Not many like it on the golf scene in high school. Bruce, have a heck of a day out there. Thanks for giving a heads up on it.
Thanks, Brett. You guys have a great day. I appreciate it.
All right, that's Bruce Moeller from Jacks Beach Golf Club. And good event going on there tomorrow. Go check it out. Hopefully I'll pop out there for a little bit to see some of the action as well, and maybe we'll bring you some highlights on CBS 47 and Fox 30 with Action Sports Jacks primetime on a Saturday night. It's a Friday night, and that means high school football here at Fleming Island against Oakleaf. Let's set the table for this one, talk a little high school, back to the NFL. We've got our picks still to come, and it's a shortened show here on a Friday because we have Florida State football ahead at 5. All the coverage begins on ESPN 690 at 5 o'clock. We'll be right back, Brent and Friends, on ESPN 690 on a Friday presented by Nimnick Buick GMC and Baker Sports.
Quitting nicotine isn't easy, which is why Tobacco-Free Florida offers free tools and services like free 2-week starter kits of Quit Aids. We're also trying out music to help motivate smokers to quit.
Not another cigarette would be late. Now there's someone living tobacco-free. It's you.
Wow. Okay. Maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
Americans for Prosperity is working to reposition Florida as the best state for K-12 education. We are hosting an event to teach families how universal education savings accounts can transform education for the benefit of students, families, and their teachers. Join us Saturday, September 17th for a Town Hall and Educational Options Expo. The event will be held at River City Science Academy from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Visit empowerededfl.com for more details and to register for the event. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
You have choices when booking a tour of St. Augustine from the water. Sadly, some tour boat operators don't follow the same high ethical standards as Red Boat Tours. Don't be a victim of fake reservations or misleading emails. Book with the one and only Red Boat Tours, one of the best boat tour experiences in America according to USA Today. Locally and family owned and operated Red Boat Tours. Go to redboattours.com. That's redboattours.com to book a tour you can trust.
Sometimes the mortgage process can be a tricky one, a dead end for some. Not with Carrington Mortgage Services. They have a team that will find a solution for you. That's what they do. That's what they are experts in, finding loan solutions for unconventional borrowers. If you're self-employed or a freelancer, if you have low credit scores, if you're an investor looking to use cash flow to qualify, Carrington Mortgage Services will find a loan for you. CarringtonMortgage.com. Carrington Mortgage Services, LLC, NMLS ID number 2600, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Keith Gurr, president of American Window Products. We are Jacksonville's oldest replacement window company. We have been providing excellent service for over 38 years and still have an A+ rating. At American Window Products, we have helped over 36,000 homeowners, and we don't use subcontractors. Right now, we're offering a free installation on 6 or more windows, as well as a free energy package. Go to AmericanWindowProducts.com and click for an estimate. That's AmericanWindowProducts.com. American Window Products, we are the window professionals.
We're ready to deal. Best Bet St. Augustine is now open. Experience the best in poker, simulcast wagering, and fun card games for all levels at Best Bet St. Augustine. Best Bet's newest card room features 49 gaming tables, a state-of-the-art sports bar, delicious wings, a full-service bar, and freshly made sushi. Open from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. Monday through Friday and 24 hours on the weekends. Best Bet St. Augustine is located at 800 Marketplace Drive, right off exit 311. For promotions, go to bestbetjacks.com.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, a Cox Media Group station.
This is SportsCenter.
Bert Sarver was fined and suspended for a year for using racist and misogynist language, and now one of the team's sponsors says it will not renew its deal if Sarver stays on. PayPal announcing today Sarver's conduct is unacceptable. 11th ranked Michigan State playing at Washington tomorrow, and ESPN's David Pollack believes this will be a test for the Spartans.
You got to go to Washington, across the country, and you got to go to Michael Penix Jr. with an offensive coordinator he's familiar with. The dude's spinning all over the yard, almost 350 yards passing a game. I think Washington looks like a team that could surprise some people this year and be better. So Michigan State definitely better be on their P's and Q's.
David Pollack, Spartans and Huskies at 7:30 Eastern tomorrow on ABC. Tennessee football coach Josh Heupel gets a contract extension and a $1 million raise that will bump his salary up to $5 million a year. The Braves activate second baseman Ozzie Albies from the 60-day injured list. He's been out since breaking his left foot back in June.
Brought to you by Capital One Auto Navigator, where you can find a car, get pre-qualified instantly, and see your real monthly payment without impacting your credit score. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/Auto Navigator.
ESPN 690 and Action Sports Shacks presents Brent and Friends with Brett Martineau.
We're going to have to show a little more patience than the year 2 pom-pom people.
Casey Kurtz.
Yo! But what are we doing, bro? Come on!
And Aaron Schachter.
I'm all in favor of these two showing their love, really celebrating their relationship.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Hit him! Hit him! Yeah! This is Brent and Friends with Brett Martineau, Casey Kurtz, and Aaron Schachter on Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio, ESPN 690.
Four o'clock hour, John Stromolo here with us. I had to get it out of my mouth as quick as I could. As quick as I could. Perfect. There we go. I didn't even want to mess around and then come back to it. Stromolo, Stromolo, Stromolo. I was just telling him, I said, I don't even know what I said now. Now, I don't even want to say it again, but I always say it wrong. I put the emphasis on the wrong O, I think. But, so I was like, Stromolo, Stromolo, Stromolo. It always reminds me. It's funny. I remember doing a pregame show one time. Gosh, what was it? It was like two people's names that were the same. It was Marcel. I think it was Marcel Darius and Marcel Robinson.
Okay.
And so we were joking around, like in the commercial break, like, you're going to mess one of them up. You're going to mess one of them up. It's like, no, I got it. Like, I'm locked in. I'm going to, like, win this bet. And bam, right out of the gates, messed it up. Whatever it was. So Brent Martineau, along with John Stromolo.
There you go.
He is the AD in Clay County. Give us the backdrop of you, actually. You were at Ridgeview for a long time in multiple roles, including the baseball coach.
Yeah.
And now you take on this role, which was, I think, newly created along the way. And now you're rooting for everybody in Clay County.
I tell people all the time, Brent, I really do have the best job in the world, especially if you love business and you love athletics, you love the student-athlete experience. I get to do all of it. My family moved here when I was 5 years old, so I consider myself kind of raised in Clay County. I went to Clay County schools and graduated Clay High School. And baseball guy, I played at Flagler and for 4 years. And my senior year, I was blessed enough. I got drafted by the Dodgers, so over the years got to work with Ty. I love coaching
Good
Ty.
Baseball guy.
Yep, that's right. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, at Ridgeview, I started out coaching for the Ridgeview Panthers in 2015, and we turned a program around there and had a lot of success, a lot of fun years, and then in 17-18 became the athletic director, and once again a lot of fun years. And then during COVID, in July of COVID, the district took the plunge. They see the investment that athletics has to the educational experience. It's a lot. What we do is about a lot more than just athletics.
Yeah.
It's really providing kids a platform to improve their academics, and that's what they chose to do. And they created the coordinator of district athletics and development, and I've been doing that. This is, believe it or not, it's my third year doing this now. It goes very quick, and but like I said, it's an awesome job, and it's a lot of fun every single day.
Well, and you've done a great job in short order, and more to come, of course, down the road. But I think it's fantastic. I think I'm waiting for every county to have someone like you, and obviously Tammy Talley in Duval also does a fantastic job. But it's really cool for all the schools. And we're here at Fleming Island. We've got our game of the week, Oakleaf and Fleming Island. It's your game of the week.
That's
I know
right.
you do one. But with CBS 47, Fox 30, our Friday Night Blitz, with ESPN 690, our Blitz scoreboard show. This is our game of the week, and this is a big one now. You mentioned it. Two of the the two biggest schools in Clay County. And what else is significant about this is two successful football programs, too. So they know how to win, they like when they win, and they probably want to beat each other pretty good.
Let's sweeten the deal even more. This is a district game now. Yeah. So, it's just like all the stars are aligning. And just the environment. This place is going to be absolutely hopping. It's going to be packed. They both have great fan bases. They both have outstanding band programs. And if you don't think that plays into the game, noise when you're on offense, and the bands take pride in that. It's a family affair. So we're super excited for tonight's game. It's a lot of great football players too.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned Sam Singleton. He's headed to Florida State, obviously, and I brought up guys like Drew Hammond, who kind of like in your role. You would think is really that's what a student athlete is, right? It's kind of a throwback student athlete. Drew is at Oak Leaf. He's a quarterback. I was mentioning he's leading goal scorer in soccer. Plays multiple positions like kicking as well in football. Guy does it all. That is a throwback in today's day and age.
It is. And Drew's a great kid. I've developed a good relationship with Drew over the years. I really make a point to know these kids and learn them and what they want to do when they leave Clay County. And Drew, we every year in May we have our big SB style award show in Clay County called the Clay County Athletic Award Show. Excuse me, mouthful. And Drew has been a first teamer for 4 years in multiple sports.
How about that?
So I was joking with him last year, his junior year. He's walking down the hallway after walking on stage, just ka-clank, ka-clank, ka-clank with every first team medal, and he'll let you know a little. He'll jab you, hey, just a reminder. This is my, going to be my 4th year. But he's a humble kid, super athletic. he's amazing, and he's a guy tonight that I would fully expect to just ball out. He's going to have a lot of fun tonight. Oak Leaf too. Devin Outlaw. Devin Outlaw's got a chip on his shoulder right now. There's some other, in a good way, there's other kids in Clay County like Mike Mitchell at Middleburg that's got a lot of publicity. Sam Singleton at Fleming Island. Devin Outlaw, when he was coming out of junior high, everyone, hey, this guy's going to go to Georgia. He's going to go to Florida, and he's been working hard. And tonight, I think he's got something to prove in his own heart.
Well, Outlaw, I think, is averaging a shade over 10 yards a carry, by the way, right now. So he's already off to a heck of a start. What do games like this do, for the schools, but the area as well? My guess is in this kind of atmosphere, probably every Friday night, that you get some community people out too. It's not just people associated with the cheerleaders, the band, and the school and the football players. But also when you get a crowd like this, hey, you need to fund sports, right? So the bigger crowds, the high school nights, that's what hurt in the pandemic.
No doubt.
They couldn't have fans. It was hard to fund the programs in football. I know it drives a lot in the collegiate level. It still drives a lot in the high school level, doesn't it?
No doubt. It drives mostly everything, in every district, whether it's St. John's or Clay or Duval. We are mainly reliant on ticket sales. There's some small things the district does, a little bit of transportation maybe, or a little bit of field maintenance money, but it's not much. It's nowhere near the operating budget of a high school athletic department. So, like you said, the community support is essential to the experience. But I think that's the best thing, though, is on Friday nights, we get to showcase what we call in Clay County the student athlete experience, which is, they get 4 years. And our job as ADs and teachers and coaches is to make sure that those 4 years, they have the most opportunity that they could ever have, whether that is academically or athletically or in leadership or community service. We're really focused, laser focused on providing that experience to our student athletes. And Friday nights, we get to showcase them doing those things.
Yeah, I tell you what, too, from a dad perspective, really media guy first, right? And then dad, I've covered high school for a long time. I thought high school had lost its luster a little bit along the way in athletics because of travel.
Mm-hmm.
Every sport you can get recruited in travel ball more than you probably get recruited in high school, except for football.
Mm-hmm.
But even football now has 7-on-7s. So you can get recruited off there. And I just thought, maybe it just doesn't mean as much. Well, I've been pleasantly surprised with the experience, obviously, with my kids. And now that you can feel that more, we feel it on Friday nights, but you can feel it in all the sports. You get to know so many of the kids. I think it's really cool that it still means a lot. And you said it, the student-athlete experience, to me, you might be getting recruited off travel ball or one of these other things. But you're still 25 years from now coming back to talk about this Friday night or that cross-country meet on Tuesday or whatever it was.
The bus
basketball
trip.
Game.
The bus trip.
That's what it always was.
Yep.
but I'm glad to see it kind of still is.
You know, there's no such pride as wearing that jersey walking around school all day, you know, and it's funny, I remember it even for myself in high school, like the day after the game, the first thing people ask you, teachers too, did you win?
Did you win?
You know, and that was,
and that still does matter, I guess. Right?
It does, and but it goes back to community. You know, travel sports have their place. I mean, and every sport's very different on how the recruiting process works and just opportunities in general, but there's no such community as a high school in terms of the teachers and the custodial staff and the admin team and the community. It really is the definition of community, and we get to see it every single day.
What's next in Clay County? What's coming? I mean, you guys have really grown. You know the school number. How many is it?
43.
If you overall.
Total schools. 7 high schools.
Middle, and high schools. 7 high schools.
7 high schools. We have 6 middle schools. Keystone Heights is a junior-senior high, but they do have junior high athletics. So I say 7 and 7. We have 7 high school athletic programs and then 7 junior high, and then everyone else is elementary. But the growth in Clay County is just busting at the seams.
So I know you're not the superintendent, but I mean,
correct.
Are there more schools coming?
Yeah, for
down
sure.
The road?
Yeah, and I can speak to that. I mean, so actually we're opening a new elementary school, which has been named Spring Park Elementary in Green Cove Springs. That's going to be next year. And without giving any super specifics, I do get to sit in on those meetings. There will be a high school within the next couple of years. You know, we are already starting to talk about how that's going to look and where it's going to be and those types of things. So yeah, we're eventually gonna get to 8, you know, and then keep growing from there.
Yeah, and how important is the feeder part of that? Whether it's the programs that you guys do with the high schools, the community events that you do, or just the feeder down to an elementary kid wants to say, hey, someday I'm coming to Fleming Island. Someday I'm going to Oakley Clay.
It's essential. I mean, and the interesting part about Clay County is we don't have bona fide feeder programs per se. Like there's not one elementary school and one junior high is not guaranteed to go to a high school. Like sometimes junior highs feed to 3 high schools. But, you know, there are some specific situations. I remember when I was at Ridgeview, the elementary school butts up. It's literally on the same property as the high school. So we had an unbelievable partnership. They're still doing those things. On Fridays, they have a program called High Five Friday, and the high school kids walk over to the elementary.
That's cool.
It's outstanding. But
really good deal.
It is. It's essential. But really, like the bigger feeder thing that we've really focused on in athletics is in the junior high level, we're really focused on character traits. So we're worried about respect, sportsmanship, honesty, and we're pounding those things at that level. Wins and losses, we want to win, but at the end of the day, we want to make sure our junior high folks are spreading the message of being a good citizen. So when they get to high school, they've been taught that a couple years, and that's the expectation, and we've seen a lot of success with that. We do a program called Character Counts, and every month we have a male and female student athlete at the junior high level that gets recognized with their principal and AD, and you're promoting the people that you want to see in the world, and it's starting to really take shape, which we're excited about.
It isn't easy being a high school kid.
Oh, it's especially with social media and the stuff they're dealing with now.
Yeah, so all those things kind of add up, and even though it's probably a subconscious for them, they don't really even sometimes know they're getting it, but it's going to help them down the road. And here at the high school level as well. Well, big one tonight, 7:30 start, Fleming Island, Oakley. It's kind of the biggest one there is because of the big-time schools and the size of the schools in Clay County. It's our game of the week. It's your game of the week. We'll be out here with TV. We'll be out here with the Friday Night Blitz and, of course, the Blitz scoreboard show later. John Scromolo. All right, best year of baseball, Flagler or in the minors or whatever. What'd you hit?
Oh, man. Okay, so sophomore.
Brag on yourself.
Okay,
Come on.
so I'll give you 2, all right?
2?
So 2 of them. So sophomore year at Flagler was 346.
All right.
4 homers. I wasn't a homer guy. I was a double guy.
Okay.
I think it was like 22 or 23 doubles. But that was the last year of the old bats. Which was
before they went to BB Corps.
Before they went to BB Corps, which was a little different. It's all just a little dip. Still over 300 though.
Okay.
Over 300.
You saw some of the power numbers go down a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I think I went like 4 sophomore, 3 and 3 or something like that. Right. But the doubles stayed.
That's good.
And I'm a big dude, so I just had to get to second base. That's all I. That's all I got to worry
Stop
about.
There.
Yeah, the Dodgers. You'll appreciate this story. This is unbelievable. But my first at bat in the Arizona Rookie League, I got walked my first at bat. The second at bat was like in the 4th inning. In rookie ball, they throw pitchers in and out. Well, from the bullpen comes. This is my first professional start. comes trotting in my Flagler teammate who got drafted in the same same draft, Jono Arnold. He's now the pitching coordinator for the Texas Rangers. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I get to face my college teammate.
That's unbelievable.
I get to a 3-2 count, right? Foul 2 pitches off, and I hit the farthest ball I've ever hit in my entire life.
Really?
And it was my only professional home run.
Very
But it
cool.
was really cool. My manager got the ball for me, and he put it in my locker the next day. And it was a short professional career, but it was some unforgettable experiences.
That's awesome. By the way, when you go back to that Flagler reunion, you hopefully he's there too, because you're telling him about that a couple of times.
I just tell that story on repeat. Yeah. My phone, when I got back to the clubhouse that night, I had like 77 texts.
Did
Man.
you
It was
really?
awesome. Yeah, they were
That's
like,
great.
"Oh, we saw it. It was
Good
great."
for you, man.
So.
That's awesome. Doing a great job here in Clay County as the athletic director here, in charge of all the schools and the sports, and he'll be out here tonight at Fleming Island. John Scromolo. We got it. See that? Have a good one, man. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right, Casey, that's a pretty good story right there. Farthest ball you ever hit, Casey?
I don't know.
Out of the infield?
Not very far. I hit one out of the infield once or twice, I think.
Is Aaron back?
I'm right here, man.
Okay, good.
Like I never left.
He took care of his stuff.
I got to go back to last night real quick, guys.
What happened last night?
I wanted to see your thoughts on Amazon.
Oh, the football game.
The game.
Well, my first thought was, going into this thing, I was wondering how much money were they going to spend to do an impression of a national football broadcast? And then after watching it, I'm looking at it going, well, I guess the answer was a whole ton of money.
They did spend a lot, didn't they?
There was a lot.
They got a lot.
They got a lot. There was all kinds of cool graphics packages. I'm watching this thing going, is there depth to those graphics? Like, are they trying to build out maybe like a virtual reality or an augmented reality platform to do? Because that would be cool. Like, you want to differentiate yourself from the NFL on network TV or on ESPN. You know, you do some AR VR thing, and now you're talking like a real gimmick that I think people are spending money on. But as far as the broadcast goes, not the game, the broadcast goes, I was kind of half and half on it. I thought in game they sounded great. I thought Kirk Herbstreit did a good job.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I think he did a good job too.
Yeah, Casey, what's the matter?
That was fine.
Okay, I think pregame, especially the pros they had sitting around. Look, I'm a big Fitzmagic fan. I really am. I love the guy. But I think they need to step up the quality of reporter/commentator that they have going on in those pregame things.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they do that. It's new for everybody, and especially the athletes, right? When they haven't been in those spots, it's going to take a little bit. It's probably an acquired taste. Casey, what was your viewing experience like?
It's dope.
Did you do the stats, the Prime Vision with stats?
No. So here's what happened. I had it logged onto my TV, apparently. I'll say apparently because I'm not sure where that came from. And so I got to watch it on TV, which was great. And then here's the best part. Here's what I like about the streaming apps. I got one that has the Champions League, right? I'm not going to name any names. They're garbage. It's rendering all the time. I understand that they're in Europe and they're feeding it back to me in Jacksonville.
Not a good enough excuse.
It's not a good enough excuse.
No.
I'm paying money for it. You know what I'm saying? Not at any point in time during my viewing experience on the phone, after I gave up on the TV, did I render? Did anything happen? That's when I use the stats, by the way, Aaron. So I will give the experience, mostly because I'm scarred from the Champions League experience, 10 out of 10.
I will say that Prime Vision with the stats was kind of cool.
It was pretty cool.
It's very similar to what, Xfinity does a version of this on game day, and I know NFL Network does it on game day, but it is kind of cool to think you have all that access, like, right next to your picture. It's
Now,
great.
what would have been cool is if it showed me which ribs Herbert broke mid-thing.
You need live sports science is what you're looking for. You want to know what percentage of, stamina is left in somebody's hamstring before the play starts.
So like when you're playing the UFC video game,
Yeah.
it will show you like if you keep leg kicking somebody, it'll say how much they got left.
Yeah.
I need them to put up a little picture of Herbert and his ribs are dark red because they're just gone.
Do you think? I thought just poking around, I wasn't all over it because we had the show Jaguars All Access last night, and so I didn't really get to the broadcast part until the second half. And, I had an issue with the crowd noise. It was weird.
Yeah.
And there was a sync issue at times with, the play was, I think we heard the audio before the play actually was happening by, a second. Those are common things in our world.
And I feel like they're going to iron out those kinks, too.
Yeah, but at the network level, you don't usually see it, but you really don't know until you know.
Right.
Until you hit go on some of that stuff. And so I kind of get it. But it was weird because I thought I poked around and I was like, somebody's complaining about this and somebody's complaining about this and somebody's complaining about this. And none of it was really like how the broadcast was being done. It was more just my stream is going out, or it keeps, rendering, as you would say, Casey, and
No
the
rendering for
syncs
this guy.
off and all that stuff. So I wonder how much they can fix. I saw somebody say it's not good enough yet to stream. Do you guys believe that? Like, is streaming good enough to carry NFL games every Thursday?
The problem is it's very much dependent on your geography, right? Like, for instance, Brent, me and you live in the same part of town.
Oh, boy.
If we weren't on Wi-Fi,
That tells you about that part of town.
I don't know what it's like in your house. I could tell you it's like I live, in Eastern Europe when it comes to the cellular signal in my house. I got nothing at my house. I got to go like 3 minutes down the street to get to an intersection that's got actual cellular internet. But, if you got Wi-Fi, then you're fine. You shouldn't be watching a football game on your phone. That's the bottom line. If you need cellular data to watch a football game, you're doing it wrong, kids.
Yeah, probably not. All right, as for the game, real quick, do you guys agree with this statement from me or not? Mahomes
Absolutely not.
And
Okay.
Herbert made some, I thought, just awful throws, terrible throws. Yet they make the one, right? Down the seam was like, holy cow, how does he do that, right? Mahomes just flicks it, boom, right over the fingertips. I think it would have been J.C. Jackson. And then 4th and 1, Herbert kills me on the 3.5 on my pick 6 because he gets him all the way down there and then completes a 4th down later. But the pass with the rib injury or the whatever injury, that pass, I mean, they have these memorable plays, guys, and I relate it to, like, Trevor and what we were talking about this week. When we had Maurice Jones-Drew on, we had Austin on, they were talking about this, the splash play. We don't see enough of those yet for Trevor that are showing up on SportsCenter and everything else. But I would make the case that overall the body of work, Trevor probably put less balls in danger of being picked off than these two guys did last night.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the point, right? You don't have the splash play without almost throwing a couple of picks first, if you're not throwing the picks first. The seam pass wasn't even, I thought, the most impressive Mahomes pass last night. He had like a sidearm pass across his body.
The touchdown?
Yeah, that went like through 2 defenders' hands to get to his receiver. It was insanity. The guy throws some wacky passes sometimes, and you're watching it. I got to imagine as a Chiefs fan, you've gotten used to it, but like, I don't know, if this was my quarterback, if this was Zach Wilson or the aging contract of Joe Flacco or Trevor Lawrence this Sunday for the Jags, you're watching that pass go, no, don't throw that. What are you doing?
Casey, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that what they are? Do you think they put more in danger last night? Because, I mean, there was one pass from Mahomes where he got rushed, and he was getting rushed, by the way. It also shows you the impact of that because the Chargers were getting to him. But he, like, lofted it just over the line of scrimmage, and I have no idea how the pass wasn't picked off. Like, there were, like, 4 Chargers right around there, lofted it, like, put some air under it. And I was like, where is he going with that pass? And then, like, Herbert, as good as he can be, he threw totally behind a wide-open guy. I forget who it was at this point, but Everett maybe. And I was just like, that is a terrible throw. And I guess it just points out to me, these guys, everybody's going to make bad throws and plays. You've got to, this day and age, make the highlight reel to get people talking about you. And that is what Trevor has yet to do.
Yeah. So what we're not going to do is put Trevor in the conversation with Herbert and Mahomes.
It's just making a relative comparison.
You can have a common sense conversation without doing that. Nobody's doing that. But the bottom line is we're talking about similar stuff. These guys can play bad too.
I think you're
really good.
I think you're over-exaggerating maybe 2 or 3 bad throws from each guy.
Oh, there was way more than 2 or 3 bad throws. Way more than 2 or 3 bad throws. Way more.
I also think Herbert was kind of playing with this rib issue. You could see he was wincing after every throw, holding on to his side, and then gearing up and launching one down the field and then wincing all over again. It had to be real painful. And by the way, don't think Chargers fans and the Chargers organization aren't sitting here going, oh, no. The last time there was a rib issue with a quarterback on this team was Tyrod Taylor. He goes to the team doctor for a cracked rib, and the doctor punctures Tyrod's lung with the rib. So I'm sure they're going to be extra, extra gentle with Justin Herbert.
I'm going to give you guys big picture, though, of what Casey's just saying. And this is what happens, I think, to us as fans, right, or viewers of the sport, And we don't care about all the other stuff. Just get it done.
Get it in.
Right? Get it done. And, I still feel like coming off this game, Herbert, which he should be credited for the toughness, getting more love for the pass play that he completed than losing the football game on a pick six.
Yeah.
It wasn't all Everett's fault. He lost the football game for them guys, and he gets nobody's really saying anything. No. You know why? Because he's built up equity, because he's had good performances, and that's another thing. A guy like Trevor hasn't built up enough equity yet to get away with stuff.
But also last night was a really gutty performance.
Yeah, it was for the final 2 minutes. They should have taken him out, but
you're absolutely wrong about that, by the way. Brandon Staley lost him the game. You had a tight end that is begging to come out of the game, doesn't take him out, and then they throw it to him when he can't even stand up.
Well, the throw to him
was... Make the sub.
Might have been Herbert's decision, throw. But I don't think he could get out. I think he tried, and they just didn't have enough time. They're running that 2-minute drill.
I don't
that was earlier in the game. The pick six, there was 7 minutes left.
Okay. Yeah,
just wait a second.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
You have the momentum.
Yeah, no. I mean, Casey, you're not wrong. But okay, but now, so that's what I'm talking about, though. And I'm not criticizing you or anybody else. I'm saying that's what needs to take place for guys. You have to build equity. If any of these really good quarterbacks do anything really bad, you're like, it's okay. Even Burrow. Why isn't Burrow all over everywhere this week? He threw 4 picks. The Super Bowl quarterback, with all the swag, threw 4 picks. But he was a Super Bowl quarterback, and to your point, Casey, earlier this week, he rallies them late. And so you're like, okay, that's cool. He rallied them late. He got the job done. I just think it's a wild dynamic when you watch these other guys. They don't play perfect football, is the point. But when it's time to make a big play or that highlight reel play, they're really good at it.
Or normally, when it's time to put the team on the shoulders, they got some pretty broad shoulders there.
Yeah, and I think this really just goes full circle on what the conversation has been, at least on this show, at least for me, this whole week about Trevor. He needs more of those kind of plays. Remember when Austin asked Brent, what's the splash play? Well, it was Indianapolis last year. But then go to the second one, and you're like, well, I don't know. You know, you need to be able to roll off a list of your top 5.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 which people can do with all these other quarterbacks right now. So I think if he makes splash plays, I think he'll buy himself some equity on the stuff that doesn't go right. We'll see if that happens Sunday or through the rest of this year, too, along the way. And no, I'm not comparing Trevor to Mahomes and Herbert, but isn't that who we want to hold as standard to?
Oh, God, yes.
We'll be back. I can't wait to ask Casey how he did on the picks this week. That's coming up next. Brett and Friends on ESPN 690. We're live at Fleming Island High School. Friday's presented by Nimnick Buick GMC and Baker Sports.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Breezy today into partly sunny skies, a few scattered showers at times, perhaps even a rumble of thunder. Highs will be in the 80s, dropping into the lower 70s tonight with scattered showers continuing. And your Saturday will be breezy. Scattered showers, an isolated thunderstorm, but mixed in with some sunshine, and highs in the low to mid 80s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish. Join me today beginning at 5 p.m. on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jack.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds, where now you can buy like a dealer buys. No markups, no retail gains, and never a commission.
Whether you need tech for the office, home, or school, Staples is your total tech solution.
A powerful PC that'll help me deliver the perfect presentation.
Staples has you covered.
Tech support to help get my new laptop up and running.
Staples has you covered with tech solutions, services, and accessories. And now save up to $260 on select PCs. Plus, save 25% on Staples Total Support to protect your new or existing PC. Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 9/17, in-store only, limit 2 while supplies last.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Forever Vets Pet Resort at Durban is officially open. Whether you're looking to board your pet during a vacation or looking for a place for them to play during the day, look no further. Forever Vets Pet Resort has officially opened its doors. With roomy, climate-controlled indoor play areas for big and small dogs, shaded outdoor play areas with a splash zone, and private cat condos including access to a cat tree-filled oasis, your pet will feel right at home. Forever Vets Pet Resort will provide a comfortable place for your pets while you're away and ensure your four-legged friend is safe and happy during their stay. Take advantage of a free day of play to all new clients. And if you purchase one night of boarding, you'll receive half off your next night. Want to learn more? Give us a call or go to forevervets.com. You can also stop by for a free facility tour. We're open 7 days a week with extended hours for your convenience. Forever Vets Pet Resort at Durban is now open for reservations.
Celsius Essential Energy is Jacksonville's official energy drink of summer, and Jacksonville summers are fueled by Celsius. If you see ESPN 690 out and about this summer, come grab an ice-cold Celsius Essential Energy. Live fit.
It's going to be a busy month at Best Bet Orange Park. The Greater Orange Park Open Tournament is back. This $500 no-limit hold'em tournament will be happening on Saturday, September 24th, with $120 satellites starting on September 21st. With plenty of parking and a safe and friendly environment, you'll see why Best Bet Orange Park was awarded the Best of Play in Event, Entertainment, and Sushi. Open from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. Monday through Friday, and 24 hours on the weekend. Best Bet Orange Park.
You have choices when booking a tour of St. Augustine from the water. Sadly, some tour boat operators don't follow the same high ethical standards as Redboat Tours. Don't be a victim of fake reservations or misleading emails. Book with the one and only Redboat Tours, one of the best boat tour experiences in America according to USA Today. Locally and family-owned and operated Redboat Tours. Go to redboattours.com. That's redboattours.com to book a tour you can trust.
For survivors of domestic violence in Duval and Baker counties, Hubbard House provides free, confidential emergency shelter and services. Call our 24-hour hotline at 904-354-3114.
ESPN 690 is home for the Florida Sportsman Fishing Show hosted by Captain Rick Riles. Tune in every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. to find out what's biting now. Fishing so fresh, you can almost smell it. Men suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, regardless of age or past medical history, you'll see instant results on your first visit at Prime Men's Medical Center. And for a limited time, your initial consultation and first treatment are totally free. Call now, 904-664-8214.
If you're a valued customer, you deserve a simple gesture of appreciation from your credit card company. And that's why Discover matches all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year. Discover exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. 800-401-6681.
It's the Blitz Scoreboard Show every Friday night at 9 p.m. on ESPN 690. Join Brent Martineau, Casey Kurtz, and the Hall of Famer Kevin Sullivan for scores, analysis, interviews, and live video of games on the ESPN 690 social media platforms.
It's back! The music's back! The jarring music! We don't have much time left in the show, so we got to do the picks. Hopefully I didn't scare you if you're in your car.
This is like an insanely loud bed.
And if you're on the stream, I'm sorry you missed it as well. Because I take it off the stream. We don't want the stream to crash.
They're probably better off on the stream not hearing how loud that bed was.
Shut up, Aaron. Anyway, it's picks time, Brent Martineau.
Let's do it.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, you're not ready?
Sorry, I didn't have the thing up.
Take 2.
Yeah, okay, we're ready. Last week, I don't know who won, but I did lose. 0-6.
Oh, that's a good week.
6.
I did not get a single one. What? Yeah,
I just said,
Oh, you did it again. Nice.
It's a weird noise.
That was a very weird noise. But yeah, I'm not sure who won. All I know is I lost. You know the story. 0-6. Not very good, but I was channeling my inner Brent Martineau from last year when he went 0-6 multiple times.
I won.
Sure. Back
Did
to
you
me.
win?
No, but if I say it and no one checks it, then everyone feels like it's rude.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, we start with college football, and we start tonight with the game tonight. You probably know what it is by now. Florida State at Louisville. Florida State minus 2.5, the favorites by a field goal. And we will start with Casey. He's picking FSU. Yeah, baby. Florida State covers.
It's a good pick. I like Florida State, too, here. I do. I think they're going to get it done. I think they're just a better team, really. I mean, got one player really to worry about. Go play some clean football, keep the momentum going, get off to a 3-0 start, Aaron Schachter.
You know, I hate to do the same thing you guys do because I'm a contrarian by nature, but I'm going Florida State tonight. Even though home team is 5-2 in the last 7, I think Florida State wins this one. And covers.
You got a pick from Mark Davoli?
Yeah, I do, actually. Hang on.
Oh, you weren't ready.
Sorry.
Oh.
Louisville.
What?
Game picker-upper opportunity for Mark Davoli from Davoli's House of Cards. How
Look
about
at him
that?
go.
All right, we got that locked in, and now we go to game number 2 on the slate for college football. I bet against them twice, but I won't do it again. BYU, for some reason, plus 3.5 at Oregon. So I'm confused about that one. BYU is taking care of business 2 straight weeks. They just beat Baylor. Like I said, bet against them twice. Won't do it a third time. Give me BYU plus 3.5.
Aaron?
I'm actually going Ducks in this one. Not only can I believe the Ducks can win this game, I'm going to an adult birthday party on Saturday. They're from that part of the country, big Ducks fans. I'd hate to have to root against them all.
I feel even better about that pick now because it's an adult birthday party.
What happens at an adult birthday party?
You don't want to know,
Lots
Brent.
of
You
fun
do
stuff,
not want
Brent.
to know.
Lots of fun stuff.
BYU for Mark Davoli, by the way, and I'm taking the Ducks, too. I think Vegas knows something here. Vegas always knows something. I'm going with Oregon.
Beautiful. Got that locked in, and we go to the last college game of the weekend for
I like
us.
how you do the sound effects. You can even hear it. You're locking them in.
Yeah, I'm locking them in. I'm putting so much money on it as we speak. The Penn State Nittany Lions will travel to SEC country and play Auburn. Penn State, the favorites, though, on the road, -3. Aaron Schachter, why don't you start?
Unfortunately for my family, big Auburn fans, War Eagle. I'm going to go Penn State in this one. I think they got this one pretty easily.
This is a tough one because I don't think either one of them are good, but I'll do this one for the Harveys and pick the Auburn Tigers as well, and so does Mark Davoli, which means that leaves a game picker-upper option for the Nittany Lions and Casey Kurtz.
Didn't you just pick Penn State, Aaron?
I picked Penn State, yes.
So I thought he said Auburn. Oh, he said Auburn.
I
His
said
friends
my
are from
family will be upset. I'm picking Penn State.
Well, then maybe it's an Aaron game picker-upper.
It's not. I will also go with Penn State. They're a better team. Auburn is not very good fully. So
I think you picked 3 road teams this week, no? 3 or 4?
It don't matter. I picked a better team in those games.
Okay.
By the way. So let me just click a couple of buttons here, and we're back. We got new music. We go to the NFL, boys, and we start with the GOAT. The Tampa Bay Bucks will be on the road in New Orleans. Still the favorites, though, which surprises me.
Yep.
-2.5, the Saints, +2.5. I'll start. Tom Brady can't beat the Saints, and if you're giving me points as well, give me the Saints +2.5.
I like it, too, actually. I'm picking the Saints to beat the Bucks. Isn't it a weird thing that they have their number the way they do? Meanwhile, Bucks for Mark Davoli. What say you, Aaron?
Man, this feels gross, but I'm going Saints also. The reality is that Bucks defense is good, but the Saints need to explode on offense. I think we'll see it this weekend. I do not have faith in that Bucks offense to really turn it up against the high-powered Saints offense. That defense is nothing to sneeze at either. I think the Saints win this one at home.
The only team Aaron Schachter has believed in on this show more than the Jets, and that's the Miami Dolphins. They will travel to Baltimore and get 3.5 points when they get on the plane. Ravens -3.5 at home, Brent.
I love the Ravens here to get it done. Mark DeVoli says the Dolphins with the points, but I'll take the Ravens going away, and they go to 2-0. Aaron.
Not only will I take the Ravens, but Casey, if you want to get on the board with me, we could double up those points, and I'll give you a 5.5-point spread if you're taking the Dolphins.
I will take the Ravens because that's a no-brainer.
Dang it.
By the way, we've all Mark DeVoli has like 4 or 5 game picker-uppers in this situation.
He does.
So.
He could be big.
It could be real good or real ugly for DeVoli this week.
And we come to the final game. Last week, it was a clean sweep for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Everybody picked them, and everybody lost. Not as much as me, because I put real money on them. So, will it be a clean sweep again? Will the curse be continued? The Jags are getting 3.5 at home, and Brett Martineau's picking who?
You are such a fool, by the way. But I am picking. I still think there's plenty of positivity. I go with trends when I pick. And the Colts haven't won here since 2014. I like the Jags. I think they really need to get this win. And I'm going to take the Jags to not only cover 3.5 at home.
Don't say win.
But win the football game, people. Nice. They win the football game. Meanwhile, Mark DeVoli has Indianapolis to cover the 4. Aaron?
It's a theme for Mark this week, huh?
He seriously has a game picker-upper in 5 games.
Here's the thing. I really don't want to take the Colts, but I find it hard to believe with everyone playing for their, essentially in that front office for their careers, that the Colts come in here and lose this game, especially after what happened at the end of the season last year. I think they win this game.
And cover?
And cover. Yeah, what is it, 3 or 3.5?
3.5.
At hook.
Not covering.
So you're taking the Jags?
Yeah, well, I'm taking the Jags, yes, if we're talking point spread.
That's what the whole segment is, Aaron. What do you mean if we're taking the point spread? Do you not understand the point of the game?
This just in. Hey, in the fight for the Fedora last week, I went 5-10, I think it was, or something like that, if that's even possible with all the games going on. But.
So just to be clear, you're picking the Jags.
Are we picking games right now? Is that what's happening?
He's got the Jags.
Yes,
we locked it in.
I've got the Jags.
Plus 3.5. He's got the Jags.
Well, I hate this more than ever now. Give me the Jags.
Oh. What's the problem?
Because I know how this ends. This audio for the second straight week comes back in an opener or a rejoiner. It happened last week, and it probably happens again on Monday. Stay tuned to find out, but I'm still taking the Jags.
Weren't you guys a little surprised by the line in this game, actually, when it came out? They haven't been successful here, even when they're way better than the Jags. The Jags do look like they've closed the gap a little bit in terms of their talent, and they were Indy's unimpressive in week 1. I'm a little surprised they're 3.5. Like, I could see a little bit of a favorite, but I thought that 3.5 was a little bit much by Vegas.
I mean, technically,
so
if the game was in Indy, that line would be closer to 6 based on how Vegas feels about home field advantage.
And that might have been too much. But again, you can't say it's in Indy because down here is the Jags have an advantage.
Yeah.
Like they own them down here. So, but Vegas doesn't care. It's like Vegas didn't read that Athletic article you were telling us about.
Yeah, they're not busy prepping for our show.
All right, we're going to put a bow on this show when we come back. Some final thoughts about the NFL this weekend and from this high school football night. Fleming Island and Oakleaf, our game of the week. Blitz Scoreboard Show, 9 o'clock tonight. Just on the social media channels, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Watch it there. We'll show you live video, graphics, have a lot of fun. And on the radio side, you get FSU football all night long, starting at 5 o'clock as they are up in Louisville, and they're playing on a Friday night. We'll also have our high school coverage on TV, 10:30 on Fox 30, 11:15 on CBS 47 and Fox 30. But we'll put a bow on this show. Our Friday coverage, once again, presented by Baker Sports and Nimnick Buick GMC here on ESPN 690.
ESPN 690 pays your bills.
Are you kidding me?
You've got 5 chances to win $1,000 every weekday at 8 a.m., 10, noon, 2, and 5 p.m. This is a nationwide contest message and data rates apply. Complete rules at ESPN690.com. ESPN 690 pays your bills on ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
You've been involved in a car accident, call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. And take back control of your life.
Office in Jacksonville.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Be confident you're in control of your banking with free digital tools, fewer fees, and a team that's ready to help. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Tobacco-Free Florida has many free ways to help you quit nicotine. From free 2-week starter kits of quit aids to free cessation services like Phone Quit and Group Quit. We're even trying out new motivational tactics. You're the greatest quitter! He's tobacco's greatest quitter of all! Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
We talk so much about football, and remember the glory days maybe when you played the sport of football, and now you can feel all those football plays years later in your hips, in your knees, in your back, and in your shoulders. And if you have joint pain, I've got something for you. Hey, everybody, it's Brent Martineau. Call QC Kinetics now. You've put it off long enough. It's time to get real lasting relief from chronic pain in those knees and backs and shoulders and hips from all those good plays on the gridiron or any other athletic event. Lots of people here have done this. They are living life to the fullest, pain-free. All you have to do for a free consultation is call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. Now in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra, 904-274-5522. Regenerative medicine uses highly concentrated healing properties from your own body to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. And QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in this exciting breakthrough natural approach to eliminating joint pain. All you have to do to eliminate that joint pain is call QC Kinetics for a free consultation, 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
In Florida, it's not if the storms are coming, it's when the storms are coming. And that's why you need the Chief. Jacksonville's chief meteorologist, Mike Burrish, with a proven track record of keeping local families safe. Rain, heat, hurricanes, flooding, tornadoes. We get it all. Just more reasons why you need the Chief. Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish, backed by the First Alert Weather Team. Only on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News.
I've been telling you about how I cryo in St. Johns County for the last 6 months or so, and now you can get a big-time benefit from listening here on ESPN 690. How about a day pass for $69 if you mention ESPN 690, Brent and Friends, Brent, Casey, Aaron, anything to do with ESPN 690 and the show. Here's what a day pass gets you for $69. You can pick 3 of the 6 lifestyle services: whole body cryo, local cryo, compression, PBM, which is red light therapy. That's fantastic. Infrared sauna, cryofacial. Those are the services, and you can use 3 of them in one day. That constitutes a day pass, and it's for $69 if you mention ESPN 690. Tell them Brent sent you. I cryo in St. Johns County, the Pavilion at Durbin Park. Play a tough football game tonight, kids. You go recover tomorrow and this weekend at I cryo in St. Johns County.
Hurry into the Energy Savings Event at Lowe's. Save energy and save money on select major appliances, including Whirlpool energy efficient appliances. You can also save with the smart thermostat. Right now, select Google Nest Learning thermostats are $60 off. Plus, find other great energy-saving items throughout the store and check your eligibility for rebates in your area to save even more. Don't miss the Energy Savings Event at Lowe's. Selection varies by location. Exclusions apply. Visit Lowe's.com for details. Valid through 9/28.
I did a site visit, and the space is absolutely incredible.
Este's Reiki Clinic is opening another studio across town.
But there's a lot to wrap up.
But staffing an entire office requires more than just deep breathing.
Receptionist and at least 4 new practitioners.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
When you download the Home Depot app, taking on big or small projects starts with a tap. It's your pocket-sized toolbox for getting more done. Image Search helps you find what you need with a snap. Store Mode pinpoints exactly where to go to get what you want while you're at our store. Or just tap to arrange for easy curbside pickup. all from the palm of your hand. It's the app that's made for doing. The Home Depot app. How doers get more done.
Hey everybody, it's Brent Martineau from Action Sports Jacks. There's a good chance you have a smart speaker, so use it with ESPN 690. Stay up to date on the Jags and all things sports by telling Alexa or Google to play ESPN 690. It's as easy as that. Make sure you listen weekdays 3 until 6 p.m. on ESPN 690.
Hey, it's a Friday on Brent and Friends on ESPN 690, getting ready for our high school coverage and Blitz scoreboard show, and it's always presented by Nimnick Buick GMC. We're out here at Fleming Island. How about this? They have new inventory on the lot and ready for delivery now at Nimnick Buick GMC. Nimnick has more models on the ground than they've had in over a year. Truckloads of new GMC Sierras, Canyons, Yukon XLs, Acadias, Terrains, plus new Buick Encore and Encore GX, Envisions, and Enclaves. Never pay over MSRP at Nimnick Buick GMC. Reserve yours today online at nimnickbuickgmc.com. GMC, we are professional grade. Welcome back, everybody, to Brent and Friends on ESPN 690. Is a shortened show because FSU football's coming up at 5 o'clock. Brent Martineau, Aaron Schachter, Casey Kurtz, and we are at Fleming Island outside the old GMC Sierra right now. Love this truck. And love to hang out on a Friday here at the high schools, getting ready for the big games. We've got Oakleaf and Fleming Island for our Friday night Blitz coverage on TV, CBS 47, Fox 30, and, of course, on ESPN 690 later tonight when Coach Kevin Sullivan joins Casey and I for the Blitz scoreboard show. What has your attention, fellas, around the NFL this weekend? We had a big game last night, right? That's a blockbuster quarterback matchup, and we obviously have talked at length about the Jags. What should we be looking for in week number 2 of the NFL season where we find out if what we saw is reality from week 1 or was it a little bit of a lie?
Well, I'll tell you a game that's going to have a lot of eyeballs on it that will definitely mete out who a liar is out west, whether it's AFC or NFC. You've got the 0-1 Cardinals taking on the 0-1 Raiders. And someone's coming out of there winless and in a panic attack.
Yeah. I thought about that a little bit, too. I mean, I could see Arizona winning that game. And can you imagine all the moves they made with Las Vegas? And if they're 0-2? And it might not even be a bad 0-2, but it might be 0-2.
It's
right?
0-2. It's 0-2 in the AFC West where you know you're going to be digging all year, so.
Yeah, and the Chiefs usually, well, I shouldn't say usually, but they have started slow at times. That's not the case right now.
No,
they're 2-0 and
clicking.
cooking. And so it looks like the Bills and Chiefs, man, people are going to be chasing them all year long in that AFC, don't you think?
It feels that way for sure, yeah. You don't really see any other, at least, after week 1, going into week 2, dominant forces that are really presenting themselves. Maybe, the Chargers get it together as Herbert heals himself, but it seems like it may be a couple of weeks before that happens.
Casey, let me give you a couple other storylines here. Giants could go to 2-0. They get the Panthers. That's not an incredibly difficult game. Now, I kind of think the Panthers are going to win that game, but the Giants could be 2-0 under Dable. That'd be a heck of a story in New York.
Yeah, that would be interesting. And then how will they feel about Daniel Jones after that? So, yeah, that is a storyline. I think there's a few of them, but if you're asking me the game that I'm most interested in, it'll be the last one to kick off of the whole entire week. 2 Monday night games, and I'm talking the second of the 2. Give me the Vikings and the Eagles.
Good NFC matchup.
That is a great football game. By the way, you can hear it on the station right here, but you got to wait till Monday night. But, that is a huge game. I don't know if either of those teams are fake, but I want to see how the Eagles respond to a team that's going to be able to keep up with them from the get-go where the Lions kept up from behind.
Yeah, good point. I'll give you one more, guys, too. Steelers and Patriots. I think the Steelers are going to win that game. Patriots could be 0-2. Patriots could be 0-2.
Yeah. I'll tell you
about
that.
Else,
I'll tell you who else could be 0-2, and it's probably a little more pertinent to our purview, is the Tennessee Titans taking on the Bills in that early Monday night game. Obviously, the Bills are favored. Tennessee comes out of that most likely, if that holds up, with an 0-2 record, and that's a pretty ugly start for a team a lot of people pick to either win the AFC South or be in the running for it.
Guys, if the Jaguars win, they seriously could be in first place by the end of the weekend.
That's true.
No, if they just win their
take
game.
it on Denver.
They certainly could. And by the way, we'll get our Jags coverage rolling on Sunday morning with ESPN 690 Game Day Live from the Duval House. Come out and support the Empowered Kitchen. There's always a charity there. The Empowered Kitchen is the charity of choice on Sunday, so you can help out and funds go toward their work. But we'll be out there. Come on out and say hello. We'll have ESPN tent out there. We'll have a big party going on at the Duval House right off the foot of the Hart Bridge, 9 a.m. until kickoff on ESPN 690 Game Day Live. We've got your Sunday Night Football on ESPN 690. And then Monday, back at it with Monday Morning Madness. That's going to be Casey and Brian Middleton because we've got the Dream 18 golf tournament. So I'll check in. But those guys are going to take the reins on Monday morning, 8 a.m. until 10 a.m., the newest show in town. We'll see you tonight. Blitz Scoreboard Show coming up 9 p.m. just on the social media channels. Time to hand off to Florida State football in Louisville here on a Friday night. For Aaron Schachter, Casey Kurtz, I'm Brett Martineau. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Americans for Prosperity is working to reposition Florida as the best state for K-12 education. We are hosting an event to teach families how universal education savings accounts can transform education for the benefit of students,